Just because the market shows a little chop does not mean Team Bull is going to stop, and boy, did we prove that today. We went absolutely crazy live trading in our community, catching the top and the bottom. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how, give you some real examples and education. And in addition to that, we're going to bring on Grizzly Trades, the man who caught the top today. He's going to break it down, give you his A+ education as always, and some other tips and tricks to help you make more money day trading and in the stock market. So as always, my future millionaire friends, if you like making money, if you enjoy transparent trading, and if you get some value from this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Comment what you want to learn next below, and let's get to the money and education together. Yo, what's going on, Grizz? How we doing today?
Doing amazing, man. Beautiful SPY trade to start the week. Just a good day overall. Had a good weekend. How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro. Honestly, even amongst a sort of choppy day as we see here, we managed to catch the top and the bottom. So I want to go over that and just, obviously I want you to go over how you called the literal top right here around 399. We'll go over that in a second. But I also want to touch on how I personally caught the bottom. Not only that, called it out before it happened. So you see here in our live trading community, I told the team I was watching for SPY 401 to 402 area reject. Didn't quite get there, but also for a higher risk bounce at 396. Our previous close. And I want to explain the why behind it because the education is very good and very, very important. And it's actually very simple. So looking at this, what do we have on Friday? We had, a dip right here, and then an overall uptrend all the way up, higher lows, higher highs. So when we have that, and especially with a gap up in one way or the other, this could go to the downside too. I like to use our previous day close as a support level. So we look here, where did we close at? The 395.8 right here. So let's go ahead and let's put a trend line right there. So you guys can see just for reference, 395.8. Look where our low of day was today. 395.8. So around the whole cycle number 396. That's why I told the team I was watching for that for a bounce. We also gave this level in our pre-market live. My name is Jdun_trades. Grizzly starts at 8 a.m. Eastern time at trades_grizzly. I personally come in at 8:30 a.m. To add in my analysis, what I'm watching. You can find both those links below. So we were watching that, gave the level to the Discord, and it worked out beautifully. And I just wanted to go to show that if we went like this, right? Like let's say we flipped SPY negative. Let's go here. And it was the opposite side, right? This is just SPY upside down. If you didn't know you could do that, now you do. You just put negative on it. If you find that previous close and we gap down, you can also use this as a resistance level. So we go here, it would look like this. You can use that to reject. And a lot of the times you'll use this as reference. You come up, reject it. And if we would, for whatever reason, built above it, because there's nothing 100%, you can then use that as your resistance turn support. Or for here, we could have used this as, if we came down, touched this and fell below like this, could have used this now as our resistance, came back and retested, took this short, and then boom. Now, obviously, nothing works 100% of the time. Nothing. But it's been something that I know Grizzly uses too. An indicator like that, the previous day close, that typically carries a lot of weight. And also, I wanted to mention today, and he's going to really dive into this, when you have to adapt to a market. So today, when we were looking for levels, and specifically Grizzly with his live signal to the Team Bull, live trading community, he wanted to wait till, SPX opened so we could see. When he saw that 4,000 level as resistance, he knew that he was going to try that short around that area. Ended up working out very nicely. And long story short, we had to adapt to what the market gave us and see what SPX was doing, where that was at in correlation with our SPY trade. So with all that, a lot of very valuable information in a short period of time. That's what we do. Now I'm going to hand it off to Grizz so he can explain his trade and how he caught the top. Let's go.
Let's do it, man. Okay. So like you said, we opened, we seen where SPX was setting. It wasn't far below that 4,000 level. So I said, okay, all longs are off the table, right? We're right below that big resistance. So I want to see a nice push up to that 3,998 to 4,000 area. And I want to try some puts in that area. Risk reward was definitely there. So we actually entered off this candle here, I believe it was. We got in right at the top. Honestly, it did what we wanted it to nearly immediately. Pushed down.
You pushed all the way down on that next candle.
Yeah, all the way down. Like this is honestly, it's a little caught me off guard a little as quickly as it moved. One big candle down, we trimmed. I feel like the bigger lesson to learn here is the way we manage this trade. Okay, so we got into it. We broke down, we broke VWAP, had a nice trim. We broke we pushed down to my final price target, which was this 397.5. We trimmed our position again here. And what we did next is what's going to help keep you constantly profitable. We adjusted our stop loss to our entry price. That way, when the trade did go bad, go back against us, as you can see, it did here. We had a nice push back up before we continued on down. It hit our stop loss, which happened to be our entry point on our runners. So no matter what, after this trim here, this was going to be a nice green trade to start the week. And we managed this trade well. We followed our game plan, stop loss, and it worked out.
It was beautiful. And you caught that first move. And then a lot of people in the live chat too ended up still trying those puts at 4,000. As you can see, we went up, touched that 4,000 right there, and then rejected really hard. And overall, between your call, my 396 bottom, and the rest of the chat, we crushed it today, bro.
Yeah, it's a really nice start to the week. And I'm with you. I've seen a lot of people tweeting about like how choppy the market was today. I guess if you sat and watched it all day, you've seen this chop. But me and you, we're done trading by 11 o'clock daily most of the time, right? We're enjoying the day. I mean, you come back at power hour and trade and stuff, but we go enjoy your day. I think that's what it's all about with trading. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? Rewarding. And trading is very rewarding. But the best thing about trading for me is just having that freedom. After you get done trading every morning, just go and enjoy life and your freedom that comes with it.
Go and do the things you love. Like, why would I want to sit around and watch a chart all day when you can make your money in the first hour or two and be done? And let me add on too. There was a lot of back and forth candles in quote unquote chop today. Yes. Yeah. But with these types of markets, and something that Team Bull has been very, very good at, and that I pride ourselves on, is we're very adaptable. So if that means we have to find that, one or two or three spots to enter in the day, we have a big team. We have a lot of very smart people. We're going to do that. You're going to do that. I'm going to do that. You don't have to sit there and trade every candle. We're snipers. We find our specific spots. We find where the risk reward, favors us, and we hit it with precision.
And another thing I like to point out, what's so good about, even when we have these days where it takes a while to hit our levels, people, we post our watch list, so they know exactly what we're watching. They set their alerts. They can come back to it when it's time to trade it and be ready.
Yes, sir. Well, overall, amazing day, both ways, long and short. And just a reminder too, Grizzly and I released our podcast this last Saturday. You can see what the thumbnail looks like here. It is on my YouTube channel of the podcast, or the playlist, playlist of podcasts. So make sure you guys go check that out. We both go very deep into it. There's a lot of value in there. I've gotten so much positive feedback. It's only right here on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. And as always, Grizz, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming and teaching everyone like you do in Team Bull every day. Any last words?
No, I appreciate you for having me on here, and look forward to seeing everyone in the Instagram Live in the morning.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll see you then, and have yourself a good night.
Peace.
Peace.